Hello and welcome to my presentation for differentiating project-based and problem-based learning. My name is Morgan Brockman. This is part of the Department of Education Technologies, American College of Education, DL 5103, Instructional Models for Digital Learning, Professor Dr. Angie Parker, and the date is January 24th, 2021. My lesson is a high school general music lesson about protest music. This is a high school general music class composed of students in grades 9 and 10. The topic for this lesson is protest music with an emphasis on evaluation and analyzation of musical elements. This project will allow students to have a voice and make choices in the development of the project to promote student ownership of their work as well as incorporate 21st century skills. Project-based approach, the research part. So the project-based approach inspires students to obtain in-depth knowledge of the subject, offering the opportunity to engage in real-life communication, to work in collaborative teams, and to use the technology tools available. The students will be given questions of inquiry about artist intent, a grading rubric providing project expectations, infographics and other digital tools to choose a protest theme, genre, target audience, and lyrics, and resources on musical elements and how they can be incorporated into the protest song. The project section. So after students have researched their topic, collaborated with peers, and started the lyrical writing process, they will begin to create their composition using Soundtrap, which is an interactive program. Using Soundtrap, students will create music using technology, collaborate with peers anywhere with internet access, think critically about how they utilize musical elements in their composition, and communicate with their teacher for individual instructional and guidance purposes. Problem-based approach, the research. So students will be put into groups and investigate what musical elements are responsible for creating an effective protest song. Students will be given examples of effective protest songs and resources to identify musical elements. And each group must determine what elements and musical factors are used to create an effective protest song. The purpose of this assignment is for students to think critically about music they recognize and listen to in order to discover what musical elements make them memorable. Each group may come to a different conclusion based on their prior knowledge and research, but will have better understanding of how music is created and how it targets different listeners. The process. The self-directed learning occurs through students' identification of what they already know, what additional information they need to know, where to go to find that information, and how to evaluate that information they found. As students are coached in their roles as real-world investigators and active learners, they become self-regulated learners empowered to investigate needed information, pursue logical lines of inquiry, and learn actively. In conclusion, although project-based learning and problem-based learning have similarities, their differences are noticeable. Project-based learning consumes more time in scope and sequence to reach a final objective or project used to showcase students' learning in a performance-driven task or assignment. Problem-based learning can be accomplished in a shorter time period while still addressing 21st century learning skills, technology, and differentiated instruction. Although different, both are very powerful tools to use in the classroom to promote differentiated instruction and learning to benefit all students. And there's my references. Thank you.